Hi guys, we're back for day 2. We're going to work on long I. It's going to follow all the same rules that our long A followed yesterday. So I think the transition between each vowel when it becomes long will be easy squeezy. Now, first of all, when we have a magic E, this is the rule about magic E. If you have an E at the end of your word and the 2 letters right before the E is a vowel and 1 consonant, that E is silent. It's magic. It reaches back and it turns that vowel into a long sound. So let's practice that. I asked your parents ahead of time if you guys would have paper and pencil in front of you. So if by chance you don't, pause this video for just a second, get what you need, and then rejoin us. All right. You've got your paper, you've got your pencil. Let's go. What I write on my board, I'm going to ask you to write on your paper. Just like if we were at school, you'd be using your whiteboard slate. Now I'm using your whiteboard slate. Or we'd be writing this up on our big whiteboard. So you're going to use paper and I'm going to use whiteboard. All right, we're going to do it together. Our very first word is the word rip. Like you have a rip in your jeans. So we're going to sound it out and spell it. Rip. Is there a magic E on this word? No, there's not. So it's going to be a short vowel sound. Now, let's go back and sound it out and listen for that short vowel sound. The I says I like in hit. Rip. I have a rip in my jeans. Easy smeezy, no problem, right? Now, rewrite your RIP, but we're going to give it a magic E. So we're going to write on our paper R-I-P-E. It's no longer rip. It has a completely new meaning. So we have an E at the end of our word. The 2 letters before our E, is it a vowel and 1 consonant? Yes, it is. So our E is magic or silent. So we can cross it out. He's magic because he reaches back over here and he makes that I long. So now we have ripe. This banana is too ripe. It's very mushy. So rip and ripe, 2 completely different words. So when the vowel changes, the meaning usually changes. All right, let's try the next one. This word is fin, like a fin on a fish. So we have fin. We know this word, we've practiced it lots. So, does it have a magic E? No way. Doesn't have it. Is your vowel going to be long? No, it's not. So, it's a short vowel. So, we have fin. Fin on a fish. You know what that is. Okay, come over and now let's give it a magic E. So, we have I-N-E. F-I-N-E. Does it have a magic E? Yep, looks like it does because the 2 letters before it is a vowel and 1 consonant. So he's silent. We're not going to say him out loud, but he's magically going to come back over and turn our I long. So now we have fine. It is fine if you stay up late tonight. Your parents probably won't like that, but fine. It is fine if you use notebook paper or plain white paper. So we have fin and fine. Completely different meanings, completely different words when the E is on. Okay, let's try this one. B-I-T. Okay, this is b-it. Our I is short, bit. I would like a little bit of chocolate cake. Now let's rewrite our B-I-T. But let's add an E. Now, it is a silent E. We're not going to say it out loud, so we're crossing it out. We're going to reach back over. He becomes long, and we have b-ite. We heard the I say its name. B-ite. Bite. Bit, I want a little bit, or I would like a bite of pizza. Kind of similar, but we say them differently, and it is a different meaning. Okay? Let's do the next one. It is S-L-I-D. Slid. I slid into first base. S-L-I-D. 4 letters, 4 sounds. it's a short I. Now, if we want to turn it into a long I word, we got to add our magic E. So let's do that. S-L-I-D-E. Now, he's silent. We don't hear him. He's turned around and made the I long, so we have S-L-I-D. I like to go on the Kirby slide at school. So our magic E makes our I long, changes the meaning to slide. So I slid into first base, or I want to go down the slide at the park. All right, one more. It is H-I-D. It is H-I-D, hid. I hid under the bed during hide and seek. Now let's rewrite our H-I-D. Let's add a magic E. He's silent. The I becomes long, and we have H-I-D, hide. I want to hide first. Okay? Hid becomes hide. So all of these words have the short I sound, and we change them into having a long I sound by adding our magic E. All right, I'm going to erase my board. If you need, you can probably just move down on your paper. If not, grab your next piece of paper. All right, our next one, okay, I'm going to give you a word and we're going to sound it out. I'm asking you, kind of like yesterday, I'm asking you, do you hear a long I? Do you hear a short I? Long I says I, short I says it, okay? Then, after we decide if it's long or short, I want you to tell me, answer me, how many letters does the word have? How many sounds does the word have? Okay, so here's our first word. T-I-M-E. Now, listen carefully. Time. You can even close your eyes. My ears work better when I close my eyes sometimes. Do I hear a long I or a short I? Nope, I heard the name of the letter I. Time. So, is it long or short? I'm just going to write an L over here. It's long. It's a long sound, okay? How many letters does time have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 letters. How many sounds? Time. 3 sounds. Okay? Great. Let's try the next one. R-I-P-E. Now, listen. Long or short? Ripe. Close your eyes and listen. R-I-P. Ripe. Do you hear a long I or a short I? R-I-P. Yep, you hear a long I. I'm just going to put an L over here to remind us that we heard the long sound. And how many letters does ripe have? 1, 2, 3, 4 letters. He's silent, so how many sounds do we have? R-I-P. Ripe. We have 3 sounds. R-I-P. 3 sounds. Okay, our next one is the word blink. Okay, listen. Close your eyes for a minute. Is it long or is it short? That's what we're trying to figure out. B-ul-ink. B-ul-ink. Now, I-N-K is a smile, so you kind of blend it together. But B-ul-ink, you hear the I sound. Okay, the I, is it long or short? It is short. Okay, so we heard a short sound. Now, let's count how many sounds. I gave you a big giant hint because I reminded you that the I-N-K is a smile. So those 3 words together, those 3 letters together make the ink sound. So how many sounds do we have? We have b-ul-ink, blink. 3 sounds. How many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has 5 letters, but only 3 sounds. Okay, our next one, I'm going to erase and give myself a little bit more space. The next one is the word dive. Close your eyes and listen. Is it long or short? Dive. Yep, you're right. It's long. You heard it say its name, I. Okay? Now, we don't hear our silent E. Our silent E makes that long to a long vowel, and we have D-I-V. 3 sounds. D-I-V. 4 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, you're getting good at this. The next one is pen. P-I-N. Pen. Do you hear an I short I or an I long I? P-I-N. We hear the short sound, don't we? 3 sounds. P-I-N. 3 sounds, 3 letters. All right, let's see. The next one is the word bite. B-I-T. Do you hear a long vowel or a short vowel? B-I-T. We hear a long vowel. Okay. How many sounds does this word have? We don't hear the E, so we're crossing it out. It made our I long, so we have B-I-T. Bite. We have 3 sounds. We have 4 letters. Let's do this one. The word is hid. H-I-D. Close your eyes and listen. H-I-D. Is that I long or short? It is short. You're right, because it said it. We have 2 more. The next one is the word fine. F-I-N. Is it long or short? F-I-N. That I, it's long. Cross out our E because he's silent and he makes that a long sound. Fine. And our next one is slide. Close your eyes and listen. S-L-I-D. S-L-I-D. Long or short? Yep, it's long. You're right. It's a long sound. How many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many sounds? Well, it's a magic E because it's at the end of the word, and right before it, it has 1 vowel and 1 consonant. Always just 1 consonant. So we know he's silent, so we're going to cross him out. He reaches back. He makes that I long. So we have S-L-I-D. How many sounds? 4. S-L-I-D. 4. Good job. Okay, let's see. What are we going to do next? Let me erase my board. You can put your pencil down. You're not going to need it right now. I'm going to write a word on my board. Okay. This says time. Like, what time is it? Now, I'm going to ask you some super easy questions. We're just going to do a quick review and you'll do great on this. Okay, time. What letter says the M sound? What letter? You know what? I said that wrong. That didn't make any sense. Let's start over. What sound does the M make? It says You're right. Easy smeezy. What sound does the T make? T, t, t. In this word, what sound does the I make? It makes the sound I because it's a long vowel. What sound does the E make? It doesn't make a sound. It's silent. Okay? So, we're just breaking down the word, making sure we understand the sounds, and that we remember that the E is silent. Now, one more time, I'm going to review that magic rule. The more times I say it out loud, the more times it sinks in, and I can remember it better. Okay? If I say it once, it's not going to sink into me as much. I have to say it again and again and again. So, our magic E rule. The E has to come at the end of the word. it has to have one vowel and one consonant in front of it. In fact, I'm going to label it like this. So it has to have one vowel and one consonant. Okay, there's my E at the end. It has one vowel, it has one consonant, so I know he's silent. So it is time. If we just had this without our magic E, does that say time? It says Tim. Okay, it's short. So that magic E reaches back magically and makes the I long. Okay? All right, let me double check my notes. Let me make sure I went through it all. I think I did. The one thing I'm going to, I want you to write this word on your paper, and this is something you're going to do with your parents later. But I want you to write the word ride on your paper. Okay, R-I-D-E. Okay, then we're going to write a second word. Has nothing to do with ride. Our second word is line. L-I-N-E, line. And our third word is hike. H-I-K-E. And we actually have a fourth word. So draw a line. Your fourth word is dive. D-I-V-E. Okay? Once we're done, this is an activity I want you to work on. I want you to name 3 words that rhyme with ride. You and your parents can brainstorm together. Then tell your parents 3 words that rhyme with line, 3 words that rhyme with hike, and 3 words that rhyme with dive. Okay? So, as an example, ride, it's going to have the "ide" sound at the end. Okay? So, a rhyming word I can think of with ride is tide. Tide. It has the "ide" sound at the word, right? On line, you're going to need to have an "ine" sound at the end of your rhyming words with line. On dive, it's going to be an "ive" sound at the end. And on hike, it's going to be an "ike" sound at the end. All right, got it. Okay, this lesson was shorter because you already know the rules about long E. We practiced with I. Tomorrow we'll move on, and I believe we're going to practice with O. Super job. Last thing I need to tell you is what your assignment is to work on after this. Okay, the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to give you this paper. Okay, this is our I blank E paper. These are I blank E words. So you are going to pick a column, any one you want, and you're going to go through and you're going to read every single word. Take your pencil. If it has a magic E, cross it out. If reach back, make that I long, then sound it out. If it has a smile, put a smile under it. The first word, let's see, let me find a good smile word. Let's do this one at the bottom of the first one. It's the word chime. So it has a smile. So it'd be CH with a smile. The I is long. Then the M and the E. Let me do it with my pencil. And I'll try to hold it close enough. Alright. So our word is chime. The CH is a smile because it makes one sound. The I is long because we had a magic E. All right, when you code it or when you label the words like that, it helps you remember that the E is silent and that it reaches back and makes a long sound. Okay, after that, you are going to work on your I blank E lesson 8 sentences. You're going to circle every word that is a long I word. You're going to label it or code it by crossing out the E and making the vowel long. and then you're going to go back and you're going to see if there's any other smile words in the whole sentence. It can be a long I with a smile or any word with a smile. Okay, just like you did yesterday. You've done this a million times. Easy smeezy. That's the second thing you're going to do. The third thing you're going to do is I'm going to give you a choice. You can work on this paper. First, you're going to read every single one of these long I words. You can code it or label it, and then you're going to find the word that says 5. You're going to have to figure out which one of those says 5 and label it with the picture. Or you may choose your I blank E word find. You're going to go through and you're going to read every word, go across the best you can, and you're going to read it, code it if you need to, read it to your parents. Is it a long I word? This one happens to be, so we're going to circle it. You're going to go to the next one. It's not a long I word. There's no magic E. There's not even an I. But it has a smile. So you would put a smile under the S and the S. They're twins. Okay? Then you would go to the next word. I'm going to let you choose one or the other. Those are the only things you have to do today after our lesson. You're going to read one column at a time. Once you get that down pretty well, you're going to go back and read the next one. You're going to work on your lesson 8 sentences, and then you're going to choose between I blank E or labeling the E words with the 9 pictures. All right, see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Thanks for paying attention.